Hi everybody, Jiggy Time Gal. Welcome back to another video. This time we're going to be working with bezels. It is a resin, UV resin, where you take a little charm. See this over here. Take a little charm and you fill it with colorant and UV resin, and you put it under the UV lamp and it hardens and it leaves you with a really pretty little applique. We're going to be doing some butterflies, different kinds of butterflies and flowers today. And this is the UV resin that cures under the lamp, the UV lamp. It is not the kind where you mix parts A and B together and then let it cure over time. So we will be working with the lamp today and some UV resin. I got some new UV resin in the mail today. This is the same company I've bought from before. It's J. Diction by Crafter for Crafter. It is the newer formula. It is cheaper than the other resin I was getting. The other resin was, I think it was $22.99 for two 100 milliliter bottles of the resin, and it was the regular formula, and it did have a smell to it. This stuff here is supposed to be the new formula, the hard type, and you get 3 bottles of 100 milliliter resin, and I get it for $17.99 because I'm a Prime member and I get fast shipping. And it's supposed to be pretty much odorless. It's not supposed to have that real chemically smell that you have when you're working with the UV resin. So we will see how it compares to the other stuff. And we'll have a go at it and see what's going on with it all. But I did order 2 boxes, so I have 6 bottles. This is what the bottle looks like as compared to the other bottle I had before. It comes with, looks like 2 drop cloths for to protect your work surface, but I always use Teflon, and I put it on a piece of cardboard and tape it down. I get the Teflon, I get 2 sheets of Teflon on Temu, and it's like $2.58 or $2.78, something like that, for 2 sheets of Teflon, instead of buying the Tim Holtz crafting mat, and it's a lot cheaper that way. But they have this little twist off nozzle that goes on the bottle for easy use. And we'll go ahead and get this all ready to go. You do not need to shake your resin before using. You simply just unscrew the cap, peel off the foil, or you can just stab a hole in the foil, stab a hole in the foil, screw on your tip, and you're ready to go. So we will put these other 2 bottles over here, and we'll open the first one, and we'll get started. Put you down here on the desktop, and we'll get started and get going with these bezels. Okay, here we are down on the desktop. You're going to need a lot of different things for this. First off, you're going to need some resin tape. This is a clear, well, it's got like a greenish tint to it, but it is sticky side tape on one side, and it is, you put your bezel on top of it, so that way the resin doesn't spill out the bottom, because you're going to be pouring the resin directly into the charm, and it won't spill out the underside of the charm, and you can put it in to the lamp and it will cure. It is a heat resistant tape, because when it cures, the resin gets very hot. So you need to cut your piece, and you need to put a sticky face up. Now your bezel has 2 sides to it. One is a bumpy side, like a raised side, and one is a flat side. You need to find the flat side of the bezel and place it face down on top of the sticky tape, so that it is all enclosed in the sticky tape, and that the tape is all over the entire bezel. And you need to push it down nice and firm so that it makes adhesion to the entire bottom of the bezel. We'll do that again for you. Stick your face up. Find your flat side of the bezel. Place it face down on the sticky tape so that it's all on the sticky tape, and press down. There we go. Now we need to mix our colorants. I have these little disposable cups, plastic cups. They're really handy to have. I think I got 100 of them off of Temu for like $1.58 or something. They're really cheap and inexpensive. And we're going to mix some colors so that we can put them in the bezels. Just depends on how many colors you want to mix. You pour you some UV resin in each of the cups that you're going to mix the color. A little goes a long way with these bezels, people. Mix them in the cups. Put a little resin in. Okay, we've got a little resin in the cups. I'm going to go with some pigment powders to start. These are pigment like mica powder. You can use mica powder as well. Let's see, what colors do we want to do today? Whoop. Oh, I want one on. Okay, let's do blue. And a little color goes a long way. Blue. We're going to mix this. Oh, that is a pretty blue. It's a dark blue. You don't want to use too much pigment or liquid colorant because it will affect the curing process. So you want to use as little as possible to achieve the color you want. Let's go with purple. Hi, Charlie. It's okay, Bobby. Mix this one. Mix it up really well so that all the color incorporates into the resin. Let's do red. Here's the pigment colors, the colorants, the liquids. We'll do white. We can shake these up good. And we only need like 1 or 2 drops. Let's see what one does. Oh yeah, we're going to need 2 drops. There's white. Let's do green. Two drops. See how they look kind of like translucent? As opposed to the other ones. They look more like crystal. Like a clear translucent color. Okay, let's do a pink. Two drops. Remember, it doesn't take much. You don't want to put too much color in it because it will affect the curing process and it won't cure correctly. Oh, can't even see people. I'm very sorry about that. See how it looks like crystal clear, kind of. Like a translucent, transparent. Like a teal. Two drops. That looks like the other one, kind of. Let's put 1 drop of a green in it, like a lime green. Make it more tealy-like. And that's better. More teal. And because we put 3 drops in, we're going to put a little extra resin in this. Okay. And then what if we do like, what color should we do, people? What color is this? Let's try this color. I'm not quite sure what color this is. It says tourmaline. Kind of like a brick red or a magenta, maybe? Like a magenta. the deep pink. Okay, now that we have our colors all mixed up, need to move all these over to the side, away from the light, because we don't want these curing in these little containers while we're messing with the lamp and stuff. I'm going to set them off to the side. And we're going to pull in our first, we'll go with this one. We're going to zoom in here. Now, you can use toothpicks for very small, tiny, intricate spaces. You can use your little spoons that you use for mixing the resin with, the colorants. Or you can use a popsicle stick. You can use a tool like this that has like a little cup at the end, like a little indentation here. This is just a tool that I had from a fondue stuff. You can use, I suppose you could use a pair of tweezers, a toothbrush, the end of a toothbrush, anything you want to do to use to fill in these tiny little spaces, because some of them are extremely small. I mean, they're itty bitty. So you really need to get into some really fine tooth areas to put some resin. I usually use the spoons that I use mixing with and toothpicks usually. This one's kind of a larger cavity though. What I want to do with this one is I want to put two colors in here and make a swirl effect with the resin. So I think what I want to do is I want to put two contrasting colors that'll really show up. So let's do this teal color, and we're going to put just a little bit of resin in the butterfly, just like a couple of drops. And let's do this red. You're just going to fill it in. Being ever so careful to just put it in the cavity of the bezel. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to swirl it. We're going to stick our toothpick in and drag the green into the pink or the red. And then we're going to drag the red into the green. And it's so small, you really can't see it, but it really turns out really well on larger projects. You really can't see it because it's so small that the swirl effect didn't work. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to put it over here in your UV lamp, as is, and cure it for 120 seconds. While it's curing, you're going to pull up your next one. We're going to do a flower. This has larger cavities. So what I want to do with this is I want to make this really pretty two-tone pink flower. So we're going to take this pink here. We're going to fill in the cavity. Drag it all the way to the edges. And fill up your cavity to the top with resin. But don't let it overpour into the other cavities. Just like so. And we're going to take this other pink. I'm going to fill up the other three cavities. Just ever so carefully, just drag the resin to the edges. It's kind of like coloring, and you got to stay in the lines. And you put enough in to fill it up to the top so that it doesn't overflow. There we go. Now I'm going to put a white for the center, and I need a toothpick to do this because it's just an itty bitty tiny little center. You get just a little bit of resin on your toothpick, and you drop it in the center. Just like so. Okay, this one's cured. Fill the top of it. If it doesn't feel sticky, that's great. Okay, now you're going to flip this over. This doesn't feel sticky, feels good, feels hard. You're going to flip it upside down, and you're going to put it back in for another 120 seconds, and we're going to put this one in as well for 120 seconds. So we're going to cure them both for 120 seconds, and we're going to move on to the next one. Next one, we're going to do this butterfly. Has a lot of little spaces. We're just going to color as we go. And pick up some green. Put some green in this little butterfly wing up here. Okay. Whoa, goodness gracious. And take some yellow. Do yellow on the bottom part of the section wing here. And I got way too much in there. This is where you dab it with a wet one. And you hope that it turns out okay. I got a little bit of green in it. Okay, we got a little bit of green in that one too. Just dab it with a wet one. Most of the other colors should come out. And it does. Most of it does. Okay. Okay, the light went off. Let's pick up our first butterfly here. You're going to peel it off the backing. And it is cured. Now for extra measure, we're going to put it back in for another 120 seconds on the front side. And we're going to check our other flower here. And it's still slightly tacky because it's bigger. So we're going to put it in face up for another 120 seconds. And it'll be the third round of 120 seconds on the little butterfly. We're going to come back to our butterfly here. And put some coloring in. This time we're going to use a toothpick because it's smaller sections. Mmm! We're going to color in this section here. Those butterflies are exact copy of each other on each side. So we're going to put exact copy of each other on each side. Put some purple in here. Okay, we'll go over here to the lamp. This feels okay here. We're going to turn it upside down and put it in for another 120 seconds. Now take out our first butterfly. And it looks and feels pretty good. It's not sticky. It's nice and hard. And there's your first bezel. I think it looks nice. I'm still continuing to work on this butterfly here with Q-tip or toothpicks. You want to make sure there's no holes or air pockets when you're doing this. Okay. You want to make sure there's no air pockets, like I said, when you're doing this. And there we go. There's a butterfly. We're going to put it in base up for 120 seconds. I'm going to grab another flower and make this one purple. You want to be mindful of intricate little details like these little inner metal little flanges along the inside of the flower. You don't want to cover that up with resin because then it won't show the detail. The resin will cover it up. So you don't want to cover that up when you're putting resin in. So you want to go up to it but not cover it. Okay, and put a white center in this one as well. Okay. Now we'll take out this flower here that we did last. It feels really good. I'm going to peel it back. And it feels real good, but we're going to cure it once again on the right side up. We're going to cure it for another 120 seconds. And we're going to put this flower in for 120 seconds. We're going to take out our butterfly. Have a feel on it. It's still sticky. We're going to put it back in for 120 seconds and work on our next one. We're going to work on this butterfly. Okay, we're going to work on this butterfly. We haven't done any orange yet. Let's do some orange. drag the resin to the tips. Like so. I got some resin on the. You always wipe the resin off if you have overspilled. I overspilled a little bit out on the outside of the bezel here. Just scrape that away. Okay. Maybe yellow on the bottom. Okay. Put this in the cure. Let's take out the flower we did before. And it's nice and hard. It's not sticky to the touch. And there we have your second flower, your first flower, to go with the butterfly. Let's take this butterfly out and take a look at it. Put this one in for 120 seconds. This one's hard. It's not sticky at all. It's real good. Peel it off. It's sticky on the bottom. That's fine. We're going to put it in to cure, face down, for 120 seconds. Let's take out this other flower we were working on before, the purple one. It seemed to be pretty hard. Let's go ahead and pull it back. And it is very, oh, we didn't cure it on the opposite side. That's okay. We forgot to cure it on the other side. That's why it's so sticky. We're just going to put it in face down and cure it that way. I don't know if you can see this or not on camera. It's all sticky. Focus, focus. It's not going to focus. It's very sticky and wet looking. We're just going to pop it in upside down and let it cure. That's okay. Now we're going to do another flower. These flowers are all slightly different. I picked up the flower bezels on Amazon. I think I got 5 designs and I got like 4 or 5 of each design. And I came to like, I don't know, 10, 12 bucks, something like that. There's also a place on the internet called Sophie and Toffee, Sophie and Toffee, I believe. And they have lots of bezels, and you can get just like 3 or 4 bezels at a time if you didn't want to purchase a whole bunch of them. They have all kinds of intricate designs, and you can get them in gold or silver, and they're really reasonably priced. They have boxes that they put together for different things. I know they just came out with plaster of Paris that they're trying out on their site recently and stuff. So you can go and check that out on Sophie and Toffee's website and check them out and see what they have to offer. I'm not sponsored by Sophie and Toffee. I just order from them occasionally, and I've never had a problem with them. They've got good customer service, and their shipping is really good. So you can go check them out. And now back to the flower. Let's do a white flower. Yeah, let's do a white flower. with a, let's do yellow center. There we go. Put that another way. Let's take out this butterfly here and this other butterfly. See how they're going. Let's put this in there. Okay, this butterfly here is not sticky and it's hard. And there is my other little butterfly. I think that's very pretty. And they all have them little rings on them so that you can hang them to a keychain, a necklace. You make earrings out of them. You can make anything. It's really pretty. So there's our other little butterfly. Let's check out this butterfly here. Still kind of sticky. We'll put it back in for another 120 seconds. Let's check out this flower. Still a little bit tacky. We'll put it back in upside down for another 120 seconds. And we'll move on to another butterfly. Okay. Let's do some green. Let's do some teal. Almost looks the same as the other green. Let's do some blue. Does look the same as the other green. Let's do a yellow star in the center of the butterfly. Let's do this red. It's really hard to get into these tiny little spaces. Okay, I think that looks pretty cool. All right, the lamp just went off, so let's check on this flower. It's still sticky, so we're going to put it back in. Let's check on this butterfly. It's still sticky. We're going to put it back in. Check this flower. It's still sticky. We're going to put it back in. And we're going to put in this little butterfly in. Okay, we're going to move on to the next flower. We've got 2 more flowers and then we're done. So there's this flower. What do we make it a blue flower? Again, drag it all the way to the edges of the little pocket there, the little and fill up the little cavity once you drag it to the edges. I think we're going to make the middle orange. You see how I overfilled it all the way around and this gold is being covered up? All you have to do is take a wet one and just dab it real quick, real lightly, real quick. And it'll take all that extra out of it. And there we go. We're going to go ahead and put this one in to cure as well. Let me wipe my hands off real good. I'm going to check in on this butterfly. Okay, we're going to turn this upside down and cure it on the back side. Going to check this flower. Okay, it seems to be going well. We're going to turn it upside and cure it on the black side as well. Let's check this flower out here. It seems well. It's not sticky anymore. It's hard to the touch. And there's our next one. Very pretty. I like the way it's got the swirly look in it. Okay. Check this one. still kind of sticky. Put it back in. Onto our last flower. I think we'll make it pink and purple. Let's make the petals pink. Back to the edge. Put purple over here. Fill in the cavity. Okay, you have a little bit over here that bled into the pink. Just dab it with a wet one. It'll come right out. And there we go. Let's check on this butterfly here. Fill it back. Oh yeah, it's doing well. Put it in upside down. Cure it. Let's check out this white. Yeah, peel it back. Oh yeah, it's not sticky at all, and it's nice and hard. We'll cure it one more time on the front side. Let's check out this butterfly. Whoop, sorry. Now let's turn it upside down and cure it on the back side. We'll put this one in here to cure. Oh yeah, that little butterfly there is nice and stiff, not sticky. So that one is done. That's our next little butterfly there. Looks pretty. Let's see about this white flower. Oh yeah, not sticky. Not sticky at all. Nice and hard. Nice pretty flower. That one's done. Let's check out about this other butterfly here. Check out about this other butterfly here. Okay, we're going to peel it back. Oh yes. Nice and hard, not sticky. We're going to cure it one more time on the top though, face up. Let's check out this blue flower. Yes, nice. We're going to tip it upside down and cure it again on the back side. Okay, let's check out the butterfly. All right, let's check out this flower here first. This flower we did. Oh yeah, it's ready. Turn it over and we're going to cure it on the back side. Let's check out this butterfly. Oh yeah, nice. The flat side of the butterfly that was glued down to the tape is the back side of your pendant or keychain or whatever it is. And the bumpy side or the raised side is the front side of your charm or your necklace or whatever you're going to make it. So it shows more dimension. Let's check out this flower here. Peel it off the back. And it needs to be cured on the back side again. So we'll pop it back in. So let's see what we have here so far. We have the butterflies. And we have flowers. That's what we have so far. And we have 2 more flowers in there and then the molds that we did. Okay, let's check on this one. Yeah, it's nice and stiff. It's not sticky. That's good. We got that one. Let's take this one and peel it off the paper. It needs to cure on both sides actually for a little bit. And we used maybe 1/8 of a bottle of this to make these today. It doesn't take much resin to do bezels at all. Okay, let's check out this this thing here. Nice, not sticky at all, and it's nice and hard. So there is the final flower. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We did 9 bezels today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 butterflies, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers. I got the butterfly bezels off of Amazon as well, and I think I got like a total of 5 designs, and I got like 4 or 5 of each design for like 10, 12 bucks, something like that. So it was about the same as the flowers were. So I have 2 other designs of butterflies that I didn't want to keep going on with this video and have it way too long. But here's another design of bezel that I got with the butterflies. And this is the second one that I got. It's like a side profile of the butterfly. But as you can see, they're much more intricate. And I didn't want to carry on this video for too awful long, so I decided not to do these 2. But they were ready to go, and they were on the paper backing the tape, and they were ready to go. And then I had a smaller bezel that I got from somewhere else that I didn't do, and that was this one. And that was this one here. And was a smaller charm, a smaller bezel. Bezels come in different shapes and sizes, and they all have different things, different sizes, different shapes, different. They come in silver, they come in gold, they come in a variety of sizes and themes. And like I said, Sophie and Toffee have a lot you can choose from, so go check them out. So there they are in all their glory. Well, thank you for stopping by my channel today and viewing my video on the bezels. And if you like content like this, I got more coming for you. Giveaway still out. If you are interested in the giveaway, click on my video on my channel. It says who's ready for a giveaway. Subscribe to the channel, comment on that video, and live in the United States, Alaska, or Hawaii to be entered for that giveaway. It's 3 diamond paintings for a male, 3 diamond paintings for a female, and a small giveaway packet that has everything you need to get started in diamond painting, and you'll be entered to win into that contest, that giveaway. So if you're interested, go check out that video, and everybody have a great day. Thanks a lot. Catch you on the flip side.